What is going on, guys? Andrew Acevedo here, back with another video. And this video, I was not expected to be making this video, first hockey-themed video on the channel, and it involves my favorite team, the Pittsburgh Penguins, making probably the biggest trade so far this season, acquiring top six forward Jason Zucker from the Minnesota Wild in exchange for a first-round pick in 2020, Alex Galchenyuk, and the defensive prospect Calen Addison. My initial thoughts of the trade is I loved it. I think it fills the hole Penguins needed since Jake got injured, Jake Gensel got injured, and he's probably going to miss the rest of the regular season. Hopefully he's back in the playoffs. They needed that top goal-scoring winger. Zucker this year isn't having the greatest year, but he has 30 goals in his career 2 years ago. And so far this year, he's not having a bad year in 45 games. He's got 14 goals, 15 assists, 29 points. Not bad. You know, his on-pace season averages about high 30s, 40s. It's not, nothing crazy, but I think put him in Pittsburgh. He's going to play with Sid or Gino. You're going to get many opportunities because, teams focus on Sid and Gino. Opens more ice for Zucker, whoever's playing. Look, Jake Gensel scored 40 goals last season. He was going to score 40 again. He already had 20 before he got injured. I think if for him, he gets gets to play with a number one center. And the price, everyone has been in social media has been like, oh, the Penguins gave up way too much. They gave way too much. They got fleeced. For the Pens' perspective, they are trying to win the Stanley Cup. In their window, probably say the next 2 to 3 years is like that window for Pittsburgh. They can legit win a cup. With Sid, Gino, Letang, the goaltending, whoever is in that, Jari or Murray, they have 2 years. 2 to 3 years is the window. So people saying, oh, they gave up too much. Oh, they gave up Addison. The first was too much. In the Pens' mind, they're trying to win a Stanley Cup. Draft picks really don't matter to them right now. They are trying to get the cup back in Pittsburgh. So the price, I wasn't against. I mean, if you look at Galchenyuk, who was the NHL forward, who Pittsburgh got for Phil Kessel, which that trade, I think both teams kind of regret making the move. Both players have underperformed. Kessel has not. What Kessel's done last year, though, he's not playing how he was in Pittsburgh, and Galchenyuk has been an utter disaster. 45 games, 5 goals, 12 assists, 17 points. Mike Sullivan benched him, put him on the fourth line. Like, he was supposed to fill a top six forward spot. They're going to play with Gino. He probably was going to play with Gino. Started him with, Sid. Played him with Gino. Really didn't mesh. Got hurt. And in the time he has had, he's not really done much. So, Galchenyuk, UFA at the end of the season. $4.9 million going. They acquired Jason Zucker, which the other thing is they had to give up the first and Addison. Zucker's got 3 years of control. It's not a 1 year deal or 2 year deal. He's 3 years at 5.5. Again, solid contract for his caliber of player. Fill a top six forward, or if he's gonna play opposite of when Skensel's back, or he's gonna probably play. We don't know. I'm just trying to throw it out. You just think of look at the top lines: Sid, Gino. Gensel's when healthy is always with Sid. I think what does he shoot? He shoots. What does he shoot? He shoots left. I mean, I guess you could put, but no, Jake shoots on the left side. So he'll maybe play with Gino. Maybe go Gino, Rust, and Zucker. Or now you put Crosby and Zucker together. We'll see when they play next game. I don't know when they play. Like tomorrow, I believe. Let me pull it up. Why this is horrible in video. They play tomorrow. Yeah, they play Tampa. So I doubt we see him. Maybe. I mean, he's flying. Probably make his debut tomorrow. If not, they play Friday at home. They're at home both days. So homestand for Pittsburgh. So what is Minnesota again? We talked about Galley. Galley is a UFA at the end of the season. Not having a great year. Maybe Minnesota flips him. Maybe. I don't know what the value we can get back for him. He just pretty much was the only guy Pittsburgh could move for cap reasons that could match up with Zucker's deal. The big piece is Calen Addison, who everyone in Pittsburgh is crying that they gave it. Well, at least I haven't seen Penguins fans cry about it. I've seen people just shit on the Penguins for you gave him up for you just gave him up. He's actually having a really good year with the Ledbridge Hurricanes in 39 games, 10 goals, 33 assists, 43 points. As a plus-minus of plus 34. And he also was a big part of Team Canada's gold medal junior championship. Over a point per game, 7 games, 9 points, 1 goal, 8 assists. So, I mean, the other thing with Pittsburgh, with John Marino, before he got hurt was showing that he could be a top defenseman. You've got Marcus Pettersson, probably your faces of the D, your two young faces of the defense. You could maybe spare an Addison, and he's a second-round pick, which it's pretty much trading a first and a second for Zucker. But I could see moving Addison. I mean, he was always a guy. Pittsburgh doesn't quality prospects, and Pittsburgh always has that they can develop players from nothing. They can take 5th-round picks and turn them into Jake Gensel. Jake was like a 4th-round pick, fourth or 5th-round pick. They can find gems late in drafts. So I'm not mad about giving Addison in the 1st-round pick. Hurts because you can't replenish the farm, but they're a win now team, so I'm okay with it. I think Pittsburgh wins now. If, like you're saying, in the future, I think Minnesota will win this trade because they get Addison develops in that top 4D as what he's predicted to be a potential top 4D, maybe top pairing defenseman. I wouldn't go that far, but maybe a top offensive defenseman or top 4D. If he gets that, and then they hit with the 1st-round pick. In the future, Minnesota wins the trade. But I think right now, maybe I'm biased, but I'm saying the Penguins win this trade now. They get what they need. They're trying to win a Stanley Cup. And if Jake Gensel gets back, that just deepens for the playoff run. This team could be scary. This team could be really scary and get back to that Stanley Cup championship form. They just got to figure out the goalies. If it's going to be Murray or if it's going to be Jari. But, either or. I have faith in both of them. So, that's my thoughts on the trade. Leave in the comments what your comments about the trade. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.